This would cost you brand new off the shelf. Bear in mind, this is what you wanted if you were a show flyer, competition flyer, or just serious hobbyist. 1,350 English pounds. That was a sting in the posterior. I paid for this, and I was the third person to own it off of other like comp flyers. I paid, what was it now, 550, 650 quid.
I hope not last week.
Oh no, this was like 23 years ago I bought this.
Do you know what though, for Futaba stuff, I don't know. What do you reckon it'd fetch today?
Oh, I know, they'll get 200 quid.
Wow.
For, you know, old school thing. I mean, you can upgrade them, you know, definitely. I want to put a thingy module in the back of that. Today is going to be the old glow plane training thing, right? And this is like proper old school. So this is a 2-stroke engine made by OS. It's a 46 class, which is about 6.5 cc. And to know that all this is running properly, I mean, I've got ears and I've done this for donkeys years, so I know what it's going to sound like and pull like. This is your main needle flow. It doesn't really have a secondary on the carburettor. So a little air bleed screw here that opens up a little hole here to allow tick over, a bit more extra air when it's running slowly. But with this radio, back to the screen, kid, if I can find it. So we want to go to, let's see, system. Okay, there we go. See there, TAC. TAC.
Yeah, TAC.
So that's for tachometer, right? Now, let's see. So TAC, this will be, see, we've got a selection here for number of blades. So it's always set for 2 blades, okay?
That's not enough, is it?
It is for this. No, I know. So look, little optical light sensor thing. Now, if we've got enough light here today, if I do that, there we go, see? We've got 200 RPM there, 340.
Ah, right, built into the radio.
I know, you kids don't have that. I have, and this is really, really old. So yeah, you can select like, I think 2, 3, 4, 5 blades or something. So you'll know that for this one,
so it gets your RPM, yeah.
It'll be about 10.5, 11,500 RPM if you want to be geeky about it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's like bike RPM, isn't it?
Yeah, sweet as. Right, so we're all juiced up.
Is that you or the plane?
I've had my pot noodle, I'm good to go.
Kyosho Trainer 40, but 2 V2.
And like a crocodile clip thing, that goes on the centre of the glow plug and anywhere on the cylinder head. Basically like that. You don't leave that hanging there. That would be out the way. And then for safe starting, if I'm doing it all myself, nothing dangling loose, okay? Your hand holding it like this big arc, the propeller's not going to catch anything. And you'd be, turning it over and flicking it and so on. We won't do that just yet. That's 2 volt, that's good power supply.
I used to hate when the needle valve
I know, that's why OS changed it to the rear. Yeah, very cool. Right, so we've got...
have you managed to suck all the fuel through to the fuel tank?
That's all juiced up. Let's try turning the thing on, that will help. There we go.
Physical switch on the side with batteries in it just for... Oh, yeah. That sounds smooth as though. This is so balsa and ply. Is there wings foam?
Are foam cord with holes cut out, hence, you know, the covering's punched through every so often, but there's big cutouts to keep the weight down. The barrel, so that's like good ticker. So if I hit this switch, that shuts.
Yeah.
See that? Okay.
And that's how you
that will like
stop
just
your throttle.
Instantly. Yeah, super good.
Or if that failed, because sometimes you'd set it up slightly wrong, you'd pinch one of these tubes.
I don't pinch anything. I do hardcore. So you got your engine, you picked up your plane, whatever, safe and secure. Ring fit, I just like that. Small engine. I do this on like 15, 20 cc engines, but I know the engines, I know what I'm doing. I can still count to 10 with no fractions missing.
Yeah.
Don't do what I do, but I can do all that. Okay, we're going to try it, kid. So you stand behind it.
Oh no, I'm going to have to...
Your boots covered in mud.
I was hoping to wear these tomorrow, but once Nitro hits it, you can't go back.
Put it this way, you'll be waterproof. There you go.
Oh, it's smooth. So if you can still hear me, see, so the needle valve will either add more air or reduce less air. So and you can see as it's turning it, the engine note changes, and it can either be too rich, which means you've got too much fuel going in, and usually that means it's spluttering and we're getting a lot of smoke out. And if it's too lean, it means that you aren't getting enough fuel in, you're getting more air in. And the way to know that
enough light source, it's not picking it up.
Phil's trying to do his task. So this is where you would measure the RPM.
Full power. Not enough light today.
No, it's not picking it up. So this would be another way that you would kind of tune it and make sure that the engine's running. You would check out the RPMs.
Right, I'll take it from there.
Okay. So what Phil's going to do now, he's going to hold it nose up, go full throttle, he's give it a shake, and if the RPM starts to die when you do this shake, that means that it's too lean, and if it's coughing and spluttering, it means that it's too rich. Unfortunately, the sheep have gotten onto the field. Fun. Watch where I'm standing.
Let's just go for it, eh?
Yeah, that's
Take
it.
it off. No one's listening. Oh, she's okay. Yep. Oh man, that takes me back. Rattly, noisy, vibratory, bit of trim required.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put a camera on that, although you did do something similar, but amazingly.
I stuck a camcorder like you're using now in a dirty great big 2.5 metre airplane. Trim's not bad, I'd have to do anything to that. It sounds like a flying lawnmower, doesn't it?
That's what I used to love about them though, it's like...
Character.
Yeah.
So this is 2-stroke, you stick a 4-stroke in it, it's so different. That's not hunting, that's just me playing with the stick.
No, I understand.
I haven't done this in like 12, 15 years.
The delay on the throttle's hilarious as well.
Oh,
like...
it's a bit like, this is old fuel, man.
Yeah, but I think it does that anyway though, we take it for granted with the electric models. Yeah. It's just that instant throttle.
Over, so we hope it picks up after the low flyby. Low pass. Not rounding up sheep, honest. Flipping the engine to make sure. Flaring engine, flaring car.
Oh, a touch and go.
Just enough power. Yank and bank.
Yeah, you haven't got that.
Tree.
Oh, I'm glad you saw that.
Taking low pass.
So these things, Phil shouting low pass and all that. It's a old club thing, you know, because you'd sometimes have maybe 10 people in a club.
If it was an active day, you'd have a lot of stuff going on behind you, people setting up planes. You'd have up to like 6 or 8 people stood in a line flying. So you have your instructors, your learners, and you always have to make sure everybody's aware of what you're doing. Taking off, landing, retrieving the model, starting up, you know. So when there's a lot of noise, you can't always know what's going on around you.
And after doing it for 30 odd years, just even if you're here on your own, you just shout it out because it's just a learnt behaviour, isn't it? Taking off, landing, low pass.
Low pass again. Touch and go.
So what kind of flight. I sound like those people that have just turned up at the club. How much that cost, mister? How high can it go?
These are the questions AndyRC asked me back in the day on the first flight with his Highboy Turbo. Says like, hey Phil, how long will it fly for? We'll find out, kid.
Yeah.
How high is it? I don't know. How fast does it go? I don't care. You know, all the classic questions.
Yeah.
Just shut up, learn, listen, and enjoy it.
And I ignored all of that advice.
He did his own thing. Can't see the plane in this fog.
It's
There's something.
because I'm not bringing it close enough.
Balsa Wood Cross in the sky. Low pass, kid.
Low pass, oh yeah. Call out your manoeuvre. So this is about 15 years, if not more, since doing Nitro. It's crazy. It's so smooth. You are very much aware of lack of power and that the engine could cut out at any moment. Low pass from the right. Let's see, did I do it right?
Cool.
There's just something about that. It's a machine. It's mechanical. It's a weird feeling after all
Steam
the
engine in the sky, kid.
the steam engine. Yeah. You have to respect it so much. You know,
More so than electric.
it's like if the engine goes, you've got to be prepared. You know, you can't just be messing around and, you know, oh, it's fine. Okay, a low pass. Oh yeah, she's rich, huh? I forgot how fast these come in as well because there's just so much weight behind them.
Well, she's a little still nose heavy, so
Oh, okay.
we'll do that.
Low pass again. Tick over seems a little bit high as well.
For reliability.
Touch and go. Oh, right, okay.
Gentle turn in, mind the tree. Mind the tree. Good, just, okay, flare, gentle. Good, 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 good.
How about that? And in the field. That's what I say about you must respect it. As I was explaining, do not underestimate these things. That's where my dead stick started. And I got on the patch. It was a perfect landing. I was really pleased with myself for once. But this is Phil's plane and so I wanted to make sure that it got on the ground safely, which of course it did because it's flying again.
It sounds like an energetic chainsaw. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, it does, yeah. They do sound like a
And
chainsaw.
this thing's got like a quiet silencer on it. There's an added cone chamber inside to deflect the sound wave back to where it came from.
I was going to say, yeah, it does sound like different.
Yeah, what I did with the early engines, like the LAs, so the FPs, you take the cone off the back, you cut out the bottom of a soda can,
Oh,
drill 3mm
God.
holes in it, a central hole that the exhaust bolt goes through, does the same job. Great. Because you're not restricting the gas flow from the engine, you're just messing with the sound wave.
I remember though when you used to stick those tuned pipes
Oh yeah.
on them, blimey, those didn't off zinger.
Instant crisp response, like Quality Electric does nowadays. Pass on the left.
It's weird how the motor just went on me like that though, because it
Well, it's old fuel.
could be the fuel.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was flying it and thinking, oh, this is going to go any second, you know, it's too rich, too lean. I mean, it was rich, but not like, you know, and then
Well, you can hear
just
it bubbling
gone.
now. It's a tad rich, but it needs to be.
Yeah,
The air's cold and damp, so it does help. Just don't leave them on low tick over too long.
The worst thing was when you'd lean out the motor, got it perfect on the ground, but then for whatever reason, it would. I mean, you could even like have a motor that you got running really rich, get it in the air, it goes lean on its own somehow.
The engine is under correct flying strain, the right temperature and everything. So then, if the fuel mix cannot be altered in flight, you're stuffed. It's too rich, too lean, touch and go.
Do they have that?
Lucky I hit that bump in the middle because it wasn't going to get off the ground.
I was going to say, do they have that on the big stuff, but they don't need it, do they, with petrol?
Well, back in the day, I mean, you can buy it, I think still now, it was, you just put like a clamp horn around the main needle jet and a servo, and you put that on a dial, and 1 click equals like 2 clicks or whatever on the main fuel needle, and that's it. You can do it, especially for competition engines.
We've got a full size.
Sounds like a Cessna summer. That's a beast.
Yeah, I think it might be a 152.
Who the bloody hell's that? Man, the tree fell. Oh, oh!
Same issue. Oh, you did the right thing. Kept the nose down. It's exactly where it went on me, but... So you just pushed the nose down, huh?
Dead. Cut it, cut it, cut it.
Look at that.
Draggy wheels, look at that. Oh, she's still running, cool.
That steerable nose wheel, look that. There we go.
Oh, right, fluid.
And then your throttle cut.
She'll die eventually. I think it's the cold and damp of the old fuel that's doing that.
Interesting though, see.
This is how you stop them back in the day.
Oh God.
Don't do that, I've got heavy boots on.
I thought we were tripped to the A&E then, and I'm like, I just saw my evening disappear until 4 AM sat at A&E.
Cool. That was proper, that was just so cool, all that stuff.
That's why I stopped doing this. Mark put his finger straight through one of them, going at full chat, reaching for that needle valve, forgetting that that was in the way. And I had a finger on my feet, a load of blood at the same time. But there you go, a relic, or as some people might say, a pretty brand new hobby Kyosho trainer. But socks and sandals won't cut it in these conditions. Was it 40 quid you said you paid for it?
No, it was the plain engine, servos, holes in the wing, £25.
Oh, £25?
Yeah, £25.
That's
So
mad.
I thought for that, I'm going to have some fun with it, because I haven't messed around with one of these for a long time.
I mean, how much were those engines brand new? 80 quid on their own?
OS 40 LAs and 46s, this is a 46. Wow, they're at least like 60, 65 pounds. And they're a plain bearing engine. Plain bearing engine, single needle carburettor.
New 25 quid for the lot of it.
I've been sat in someone's garage for like 15 years, I kid you not.
Doesn't look like it.
I haven't done an awful lot, just gathered dust. Yeah. Anyway, my hand, oh look how green that is, good God. Ugh.
Oh dear.
Extras, yeah.
Let's have a look at your gubbins inside.
So like, yeah, full size Futaba servos. These are about 3.5 kg torque, depending on what voltage you put into them. This has got a 4-cell, I think, Enelope battery in there, 2000 milliamp hour. So yeah, they'll have like 3.4 kg torque. These are the old classic 148s. People think, oh, really, really old. These are quality made. These will never fail. Switch, again, apologies, Spectrum, it's what I had to hand. Loads of room for everything
Spectrum, else. Oh, you mean Spectrum as
DSM2,
in the, as in the control.
Well, it's the module in the transmitter. That's when I first went 2.4 donkeys years ago. Didn't know any better, see? Didn't know any better.
Wow, neither did anyone else, you know?